All right, good evening and welcome to the Utopian Baseball Universe Network. It's the Montreal Expos and the Toronto Blue Jays. Sorry for the delay. I changed the Wi-Fi name when I moved here to the Utopian Baseball Universe Network, and now, for whatever reason, it reverted back to the default name. So that's why I was having issues. I had to re-log in. Now I'm connected to the original name. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. But I guess it's working now. We're here at the Skydome tonight for Expos Blue Jays. Starting lineups for the Expos. Leading off and playing shortstop Willie Wells. Second base Delino DeShields. Third base right fielder batting third right fielder Andre Dawson. Batting fourth left fielder Vlad Guerrero. Catcher, Gary Carter. First base, Luke Voigt. Third base, Tim Wallach. Center fielder, Marquise Grissom. And pitching tonight for the Expos, Steve Rogers. For the Blue Jays, right fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Second base, Roberto Alomar. First base, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Left field, Joe Carter. Third base, Kevin Biggio. Shortstop, Bo Bichette. Center fielder, Willard Brown. Catcher, Pat Borders. And pitching for the Blue Jays tonight, their ace, Marcus Stroman. The Blue Jays come into tonight with a couple-game lead over the Phillies in the East. The Expos at the bottom of the division in the East currently, but as Pat Gamble says, oh, Canada, tonight on the Utopian Baseball Universe Network.
Hello everyone, I'm Frank Charles. It's a gorgeous day.
Look at those gorgeous Expos uniforms.
Set for the matchup between the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Expos Blue Jays on the Utopian Baseball Universe Network. Here we go.
Bird ball outside, ball one.
Yes, Jerry, Vlad versus Vlad Jr. only
Inside.
in the Utopian Baseball Universe Network.
Breaking ball inside.
Willie Wells, the shortstop, has worked a 3-0 count to start this game.
Great pitch at the D's. Strike one.
3-1.
Down the third base line.
Down the left field line, that's going to get foul.
3-1.
The 3-2 from Stroman.
On the ground, middle left side. He scoops it up, throws over to first. And the throw in time for out number one.
One down here in the first. The second baseman, Delino DeShields.
Off-speed pitch. 0-1. Swing and a miss. No ball. Strike.
The 0-2 to DeShields.
Hit hard. Middle left side. Bichette fields it. Throws over to first. For Webb.
Bichette makes another great play. Join us later tonight as we celebrate Stephanie Moran's birthday on the network.
That one's on play, so we'll stay right here. No balls. One strike.
Andre Dawson, the Hawk, as it were.
Here's a grounder.
Bounces to Alomar.
Throws over to first.
Gets out of the inning. No score here at the Skydome.
For the out.
My name's Joey Buckholz. I'm bringing you the action tonight, and I'm sipping a Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast. Because I can. Steve Rogers led the universe in wins last year with 18.
No ball.
Has struggled a bit this year, facing Lourdes Gurriel Jr. to start the first.
Fly ball. Middle left side.
What a play by Willie Wells in shallow center field to retire Gurriel. Here's Roberto Alomar.
Fastball. High pitch. Gets in the strike zone. 0-1. Foul ball. And out of play. Nothing in two. Hit hard to right field.
That's going to be a base hit.
And there's a base hit for it. Fires over to second.
Deep left field.
Bye-bye.
Vlad Guerrero looks up at his son's 2-run homer as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. Vlad Jr. hits one over his father's head and left to give the Blue Jays an early lead. 2-0 Jays as Joe Carter steps to the plate.
0-1. Liner to left field.
That one's hit to deep left field. That's going to one-hop the wall.
And he throws it to
Joe Carter's going to go into second with a
second.
one-out double. Greg Fokker in the building tonight.
Drill back to the mound. And fires for first base. Two away.
2 outs here in the second for Bo Bichette.
Fly ball into shallow right.
He's going to fly to Dawson. That should end the inning.
And crosshead
2-run homer for Vlad Jr. gives the Blue Jays an early lead. We head to the top of the second here at Skydome. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Expos nothing. You're watching the Utopian Baseball Universe Network here on Facebook. Vlad Guerrero Sr. to lead off the second,
foul off to the third.
facing Marcus Stroman. Greg Fokker rooting hard for the Expos tonight.
Fly ball to center field.
Willard Brown should have plenty of room in center for this one.
And Bridget is there for the catch. 1 out.
Gary Carter, the kid.
Drill straight back to the pitcher. Picked up by Bichette.
They
Throws
get him by half a step.
and he beats Carter.
Great play by Bichette. 2 away. Luke Voigt getting the start at first base tonight for the Expos.
Foul off and out play. No balls, 1 strike. Hit hard to the
Voigt
second
bounces to Alomar. Should end the inning.
there and fires to first base.
Bottom of the second here at Skydome. It's 2-0 Blue Jays. Steve Rogers facing Willard Brown, the center fielder,
That pitch up at the
among the leaders in the league in stolen bases and base hits.
popped up to right field.
Pop to right field. Dawson coming on.
And he
Makes the play in foul territory.
yeah.
Here's Pat Borders, the catcher.
Fastball. Strike 1. Fly ball to left.
Borders to left. Guerrero. He's got it.
For out number 2.
Marcus Stroman can handle the stick.
Drill to left field. And he steps
Lines to Guerrero to end the inning. We're through 2 at Skydome. It's 2-0 Blue Jays. Join me in the Utopian Cafe a week from today. The new morning show in the Utopian Baseball Universe. As Tim Wallach leads off the third for the Expos. Wallach to right field, a base hit. When Oppo, as the kids say on TikTok. Here's Marquise Grissom.
Sinker. 2 low. Ball 1.
1-0 to Grissom. Rogers on deck.
That was out of play, so we'll stay right here. A ball and a strike. Down the third baseline
That's going to get foul and out of play.
and foul. 1-1.
About 5 rows back here at Skydome. 1-2 to Grissom.
On the ground.
Bounced. No play at second. Everyone's going to be safe.
Second. Throws over to first.
Steve Rogers, 2 on, nobody out.
Popped up to right field. Fires over to second.
Jerry, a big Tim Wallach fan, getting the start here at third.
Hot one. We'll stay right
Willie Wells, the shortstop. Wells bounces one foul. 2 on, 1 out for the Expos. Ripped into center field. That's a base hit. They're going to send him. Be a play at the plate. Nothing doing as the Expos are on the board. Willie Wells with an RBI single. That brings up the second baseman, Delino DeShields. Oh, and Bichette boots it. That's going to tie this game. E6 as the Expos tie it. Here's Andre Dawson. Bichette handles this one cleanly. That's a 6-4-3 double play. That's going to end the inning, but the Expos put 2 on the board to tie it. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Expos. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Blue Jays. Costly error by Bichette. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. facing Steve Rogers, 18-game winner in 2020.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
We actually have 2 pitchers this year on pace for 20. Tyler Glasnow and Old Hoss Radbourne, each with 10 wins as we approach the All-Star break.
Strike 1. And he
Popped up. Who wants it? Gary Carter makes the play. Here's Vlad Jr. He pops up. Does Carter have room for this one? That's going to get out of play. Great play by DeShields. That's going to end the inning here as we head to the 4th inning. Expos 2, Blue Jays 2. We're actually going live 4 times today, and I know our birthday girls made fun of me for it, but I gave you the Father's Day report this morning. Now we got the birthday party coming up, and then the report coming at you late tonight. Gary Carter, 0 for 1. Ripped into center. Extra bases, perhaps. Carter's digging for second. He's going to actually retreat. Thought about a double. Put on the brakes. 1 out single for Carter. Here's Luke Voigt.
We'll stay right here. Nothing in 1. Swing and a miss.
When I made Luke Voigt's baseball card in the offseason, I typed Luke Volt. That's going to drop into left field for a base hit. Carter digging for third. Voigt into second. Luke Voigt with a 1-out double. Expos threatening here in the 4th. Second and third, 1 out. Tim Wallach to left field. Caught. 2 on, 2 out for Marquise Grissom. 0 for 1 with a run scored.
Third base out. And out of play.
The 0-2 to Grissom. Ripped into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Voigt digging around third. He's going to score. It's a 2-run single for Marquise Grissom. Puts the Expos up 4-2.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Steve Rogers.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Suddenly has a 2-run lead here in the 4th inning.
Swings and misses.
Stroman gets him on strikes, but the Expos put up another crooked number. 4-2. Back-to-back two-run innings for the Spos. Rogers facing Joe Carter. Doubled his first time. Joe Carter, perhaps the greatest 259 hitter in history. Leads off the fourth with a single. Kevin Biggio. A lot of young talent on this Blue Jays Utopian roster. Biggio deposits one into left field. That's a base hit. That's going to be a double for Biggio. And the Blue Jays are threatening here in the fourth. 2 on for Bichette. Bichette to left field. That's a base hit. RBI single for Bichette makes it 4-3. A lot of action here in Toronto tonight. Willard Brown lines to left field, 1 away. Here's Pat Borders. Popped up. It won't be deep enough for anyone to advance. Grissom fires to third, 2 away. 4-3 Expos here in the fourth.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead.
Stroman lines back to his contemporary. The Blue Jays add a run, 4-3 as we head to the 5th inning. You're watching the Utopian Baseball Universe Network here on Facebook. Here's Willie Wells.
Down the first base line and foul. Nothing in 1.
1 for 2 with an RBI.
Mercer
Pops one into foul territory. Stroman facing Willie Wells here in the 5th. 0-2 pitch.
drilled to the third baseman. Scooped up by Biggio.
Biggio makes the play, 1 away. Here's Delino to Shields, 0 for 2 with an RBI.
Here's a grounder.
Bounces to Stroman,
Picks it up.
gets him. Andre Dawson.
On the ground.
Dawson's going to bounce to Bichette to end the inning. Ryan Beaumont is here tonight in Toronto. Expos 4, Blue Jays 3. Steve Rogers and Marcus Stroman. Mike Franken's in the building tonight. His Blue Jays leading the East by 2 games as we approach the All-Star break. If you haven't had a chance, 2 ballots were posted this morning for the All-Star game.
Picks it up and fires for first base.
Expos have had a rough start to the season just like last year, but anything can happen.
Fastball. Nothing in 1.
Roberto Alomar facing Steve Rogers here in the 5th.
Hit hard.
Alomar to right, caught by Dawson. Mike Franken, one of the original 61 members of the Utopian Baseball Universe. A charter member, if you will.
1.
Here's Vlad Jr., hit the 2-run homer.
Fly ball to center field.
This one's going to stay in the ballpark. Marquise Grissom. As the Blue Jays are retired here in the 5th. So we head to the 6th inning at Skydome. It's Montreal 4, Toronto 3. Marcus Stroman facing Vlad Guerrero to start the 6th.
Popped up to the second base.
Popped up on the right side. Robbie Alamar's there. Gary Carter, he's 1 for 2 with a run scored tonight.
Foul ball.
Rips one foul.
Big and one.
Stroman's pitch count is very low, 50 pitches.
Fly ball to the left
Carter
side.
pops to Bichette. Have a good night, Mike.
That one's caught for out number 2.
Here's Luke Voigt, the first baseman.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Double and a run scored.
Down the first base.
Rips one foul, knocking over someone's popcorn there in first base side. Voigt bounces one foul. Top of the 6th, it's the Expos 4 and the Blue Jays 3. Stroman gets Voigt on strikes. Ends the inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Steve Rogers has given up 6 hits tonight, working with a 1-run lead here at the Skydome. Good crowd here in Toronto tonight. Greg Focker's here, Mike Franken, Ryan Beaumont, Jerry B.
Here's a grounder straight back to the pitcher. Picks it up and fires to first base.
Pat Gamble. Here's Kevin Biggio.
Fastball. That pitch up in the zone. 0-1. Fastball, and he's ahead.
Tomorrow night we got Indians Reds on the network.
And he got him strike 3.
And late night Wednesday, the Utopian Baseball Universe After Dark, it's going to be Padres Mariners.
Fastball. Fell high for a strike.
Bo Bichette's 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI.
Drill to left field.
Another base hit for Bichette.
Fires over to
He's
second.
been a factor tonight. He's got an RBI. One of his errors led to a unearned run.
Fastball. Just inside. Ball 1. Fastball. Outside.
2-0 to Brown.
Count. Freezes him on the corner. 2-1. Fly ball to left field.
Vlad
And the catch is made.
makes the play, ends the inning. We head to the 7th inning here in Toronto. The Expos clinging to a 4-3 lead. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Spos. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Blue Jays. Tim Wallach, 1 for 2 with a run scored.
Here's a grounder to the right
Little
side.
chopper to Alomar.
Picks it up. Fires to first base.
Gets him by a step. Marquise Grissom in that big 2-run single scored a run.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
We're going to see a pinch hitter for Rogers. His night is done. 6 innings, 3 earned.
Fly ball to left field.
Deep left field, that's going to stay in the ballpark.
And he's there for the second out of the inning.
So 2 away here. This is going to be Andres Galarraga in the top of the 7th, facing Marcus Stroman.
Fly ball to left field.
And that should get caught to end the inning. It's stretch time here in Toronto. Blue Jays trailing by 1 here. The East leaders in the Utopian. New pitcher for the Expos is going to be Tim Burke. Tim Burke facing Pat Borders here in the 7th.
Missed inside. Ball 1.
Misses inside 1-0.
Knee-high pitch.
Finds a target there.
A ball on a
The
strike.
1-1 to Borders. Pat Borders to left and very deep.
A solo.
Pat Borders has tied this game. Steve Rogers will not factor into the decision for the Expos, as Toronto is tied it in the 7th on a solo homer by Pat Borders. Marcus Stroman will hit for himself. Cito Gaston sticking with his horse.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Stroman leads this rotation in innings pitched.
And that's in there for
Goes down on strikes. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the leadoff batter.
fastball. Top. Pitch on the corner. Strike 1. Hit hard. To the left side.
Little bouncer. Willie Wells
Throws over to first.
makes the play. 2 away here in the 7th. Deadlocked at 4. Robbie Alomar.
Strike 1.
1 for 3 with a run scored.
Drilled to second.
Little bouncer to the Shields. Ends the inning.
Over to first. And that'll do it for the
Pat Borders ties this game as we head to the 8th inning. It's the Expos 4 and the Blue Jays 4. You're watching the Utopian Baseball Universe Network here on Facebook on a Monday night. Diamondbacks at Rockies on ABC. ABC's Monday Night Baseball. Al Michaels, Tim McCarver. Here's Willie Wells.
swing and a miss.
Marcus Stroman still in this game. 7 innings, 3 earned.
That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. No balls, 2 strikes.
61 pitches for Stroman.
Fly ball into
Popped into center. Willard Brown.
and he's there for out number 1.
1 away here in the 8th. Here's Delino DeShields, 0 for 3 with an RBI.
Liner to
Ripped into left field. That's a base hit.
dropped in for a base hit.
Andre Dawson, the batter.
Checks the runner at first. Fly ball to left.
Dawson to
field.
left. Guerrero.
Pulls in the catch. Throws
Not Guerrero. Joe Carter. 2 away here in the 8th. Here's Vlad Guerrero.
dribbler to the left side. Picks it up and fires.
Biggio makes the play to end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Blue Jays and Expos all tied at 4. Going to see a new pitcher for the Expos. This is going to be Javier Vasquez facing Vlad Jr.
Here's a grounder to the right side. Into the glove. Harrison throws over to first.
1 away here in the 8th for Joe Carter. Touch 'em all, Joe Carter.
Fastball. That one's inside. 1 and out. That one's inside. 2 balls, no strike.
Javier Vasquez facing Joe Carter.
Fastball. 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
Strike 2.
Looks at a strike. The 2-2 from Vasquez.
Fly ball to left field.
Left field, Guerrero lets it fall in.
For a base hit.
1 out single for Carter.
Oh, he's half down.
Thought about 2. Here's Kevin Biggio.
Fastball.
Struck out his last time. He's doubled today.
Fly ball into shallow.
Popped up into right field. Dawson coming on. He's got it.
For the out. Fires over to second.
2 away here in the 8th. Javier Vasquez facing Bo Bichette.
Fastball. 0-1. He's off. Liner to the left side.
Ripped into left, a base hit.
For a base hit.
It's going to be a play at third. They get him to end the inning. Joe Carter gunned down at third as we head to the 9th. 4-4, Expos and Blue Jays. 6 hits for the Expos, 10 for the Blue Jays. Let's see if Stroman continues to stay in this game. He's only at 64 pitches as he faces Gary Carter. Carter bounces to Voit, takes it himself. Again, not Voit, Guerrero. Voit is at the plate right now. 1 for 3 with a double. Deep left, but that's going to be playable. 2 away here in the 9th. Marcus Stroman still in this game, facing Tim Wallach. The pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1 to Wallach. Bouncer back to Stroman. 9 innings in the books for Marcus Stroman. 3 of them earned. Blue Jays have a chance here in the 9th to win this game. Walk off the Expos. Hold on to first place in the East. Javier Vasquez facing Willard Brown, the center fielder.
Fastball. That one's inside. 1-0. 1-1.
The 1-1 to Brown. Curveball, fisted, foul. The 1-2 to Willard Brown. Drilled to left, base hit. Leadoff batter on for the Blue Jays. Pat Borders tied this game.
And that's just on the border for a strike 1. Hit hard.
Bouncer to Vasquez. 1, 4, 3, double play. 2 outs here in the 9th. Marcus Stroman hitting for himself. He's going to pitch the 10th.
Fastball. Strike 1.
Old school utopian hardball.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Gets him on strikes. So we are through 9. Free baseball tonight in the UBU. 4-4 as we head to the 10th. Marcus Stroman facing Marquise Grissom. Bounce to right. We're in second baseman in shallow right, 1 away. I'm going to see a pinch batter here. Rusty Staub.
Liner to center field.
Staub
He's able to grab the hot shot.
lines to center. Here's Willie Wells. Wells to left and a base hit. 2-out single for Wells. 4-4 in the 10th. Marcus Stroman still on the mound for Toronto, facing Delino DeShields. The 0-1 to DeShields.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Strikes out to end the inning. Marcus Stroman has pitched 10 innings here in Toronto. 4-4, top of the order for the Blue Jays. So the Expos are going to call upon their 4th pitcher. Gil Heredia, facing Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead.
The 0-2.
That was out of play, so we'll stay right here. Still 0-2. Popped up to the left side.
Willie Wells camping under this one, makes the play. Here's Robbie Alomar, 1 for 4 with a run.
breaking ball. Down below the knees. A ball and a strike.
The 1-1 to Alomar.
Fastball above the zone. Ball two. Drill to the right side.
Alomar, base hit to right.
That's a base hit. Fires over to second.
1-out single for Alomar is going to bring up Vlad Jr. Hit that big 2-run homer in the first.
Hit hard to the right side.
Bouncer to second.
There.
They get the play. 4-3 double play ends the inning as we head to the 11th. Drama here in Toronto. Expos 4, Blue Jays 4. A classic here on the network. Andre Dawson 0 for 4 as Marcus Stroman starts the 11th inning for the Blue Jays. 76 pitches.
Down the third base.
Dawson just foul. The 0-2 to the Hawk.
Hit hard to left field.
Base hit, Andre Dawson leads off the 11th with a single. Here's Vlad Sr. 0 for 4.
That was a play on the
Bounces one foul.
0-1. Down the first base line and foul.
Fisted foul. 0-2 to Guerrero. Nobody out here in the 11th.
What? We'll stay right here. Still
Gary
0-2.
Carter on deck, followed by Luke Voigt.
And he lines one.
Ripped, caught by Bichette. What a play.
Big catch.
Just a great ball game here in Toronto tonight. Gary Carter's 1 for 4 with a run.
Dribbler to the left
Bounces to third.
side. There.
No play at second. Carter reaches. 2 on with 1 out for Luke Voigt, the big first baseman. Doubled and scored.
Foul off and out of play.
Marcus Stroman still in there. 11th inning.
Fly ball to left
Deep
field.
left. Carter
He dives.
makes the play.
Comes up with it.
They're not going to be able to advance. 2 on, 2 out for Tim Wallach. The pitch.
What? We'll stay right here. 0-1.
Expos threatening here in the 11th.
Foul ball and out of play. No ball.
If Wallach gets on, Marquise Grissom. Little bouncer, foul. The 0-2 to Wallach.
Liner to the left side.
Bounce to Bichette.
Fires over to second.
Get the runner at second. Marcus Stroman has pitched 11 innings for the Blue Jays today. He's given up 3 earned. As the Blue Jays bat in the bottom of the 11th, Joe Carter, Kevin Biggio, and Bo Bichette. Gil Heredia facing Joe Carter here in the 11th.
Fastball. Tough pitch on the corner. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
The 0-2 to Carter.
Drill to the left side.
Bounce to Wells.
Fires to first base.
One away here in the 11th. Kevin Biggio. 1 for 4 with a double.
Fastball. Strike 1. Here's a grounder to
Bounces
center
one into center, a base hit. Blue Jays have had their opportunities. 1 on, 1 out for Bo Bichette. 3 hits tonight.
Takes the corner. Strike 1. There goes the runner at first. And he lines one to the left side.
Bichette lines to Wells.
For the out.
2 away. That brings up the center fielder, Willard Brown, 1 for 4.
That's high. Ball 1. Fastball. Takes the corner. Down
The 1-1 to Brown.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. On the ground.
Bounced back to Heredia.
Throws over the first.
We are through 11 innings here at the Skydome. It's the Expos 4 and the Blue Jays 4. Will Stroman pitch the 12th? What a story here in Toronto tonight. Marcus Stroman is done after 11. Calling upon Dwayne Ward to pitch the 12th.
Fly ball to shallow left.
Left field, that's going to get down for a base hit.
And that drops for a base hit. Fires over to second.
A leadoff double for the Expos. Marquise Grissom. We're going to get another pinch hitter for the Expos here. This is going to be Yasmani Grandal. With nobody out here in the 12th.
Hit hard.
Grandal is going to bounce to first, advancing the runner. Expos have a man on third with one out for the leadoff batter, Willie Wells. The pitch to Wells.
Liner to the left side.
Bichette can't handle it.
And fires home.
Oh, he's safe at home. They get him at second. But the Expos take the lead on Bo Bichette's second error of the game.
On the ground, back to the mound. He scoops it up.
So the Expos score in the 12th. Bo Bichette's second error has led to 2 unearned runs in this game. As we head to the bottom of the 12th, Jeff Reardon coming on for the Expos. And now I hear from the press box they're ruling that a single. He had to dive. So it's going to be a single. Expos lead 5-4 in the 12th. Jeff Reardon facing a pinch batter here. This is going to be Josh Donaldson here in the 12th.
Fly ball to left.
Donaldson to left field and deep. Are you kidding me? We're tied. Josh Donaldson has tied this game in the 12th. Each team has scored here in the 12th. Jimmy Nader's in the building tonight, catching the end of a classic here in Toronto. It's 5-5 in the 12th. Josh Donaldson has just tied it with a homer off Jeff Reardon. Here's another pinch batter. This is going to be Carlos Delgado.
0-1. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. And he goes.
Gets him on strikes.
Strike 3.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. facing Jeff Reardon.
Fastball freezes him on the corner. No balls, 1 strike. Hit hard to the left side.
Bounce to Wells.
Mercer.
Makes the play. 2 outs here in the 12th. 5-5. You're watching an absolute classic here in the Utopian baseball universe.
Strike 1.
Both teams scoring here in the 12th. Roberto Alomar, the batter.
Swing and a miss.
Little late on a fastball. The 0-2 to Alomar.
Not much contact there.
Little bouncer to Timmy Wallach.
To the pitcher.
Makes the play, and we're going to the 13th inning here in Toronto. Marcus Stroman pitched 11 innings for the Blue Jays tonight. Dwayne Ward facing Andre Dawson. Punches 1 foul. The 0-1 to Dawson.
Fly ball to the
Ripped into center. Caught by Alomar in shallow center field. 1 out for Guerrero. 0 for 5 today.
on the ground.
And that's one ripped into center. That's a base hit for Guerrero. 1 out single.
Picked up by Griffin.
That's going to bring up Gary Carter with 1 out here in the 13th inning. Dwayne Ward facing Gary Carter.
Down the third base.
Ripped foul.
The ball's 1 strike.
5-5 here in Toronto, 13th inning.
Drill.
Carter to center. That's a base hit. That's going to get all the way to the wall. They're going to try to score him. The play at the plate. No play. Gary Carter has given the Expos a lead, 6-5 in the 13th. Voigt to left field and deep. Just foul. Oh, this will kill you, as Vin Scully would say. Voigt fouls another one off. We're in the 13th inning here at Skydome. It's 6-5 Expos. Gary Carter, RBI double.
Fly ball to left field. And he makes the catch. Fires over second.
Timmy Wallach, the batter, here with 2 outs in the 13th inning, facing Dwayne Ward. The pitch.
Fly ball to shallow
Center field, Willard Brown coming on. He's got it.
Makes the play.
All right, John Olerud, the pinch batter. Expos are going to go to Jeff Facero to try to get the last 3 outs.
That one's a play, so we'll stay right here. 0-1. Liner to the second
Olerud
base, and he's able to
lines to DeShields. Here's Joe Carter.
fastball, and that's just on the corner for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Popped up.
Popped up behind the plate. Gary Carter makes the play. 2 outs. Expos 1 out away from the upset here in Toronto. Pinch batter. Jesse Barfield facing Jeff Facero. The pitch.
Fastball. 0-1. Foul off and out of play. 0-2.
Jeff Facero facing Jesse Barfield. 2 outs. 0-2. The pitch.
Drill to the left side.
Lines to Willie Wells to end this game. An absolute classic here in Toronto as the Expos win it 6-5 in 13 innings. Each team scores in the 12th. Gary Carter with an RBI double. Just an amazing game. Take a look at the box score here. Three hits for Bo Bichette. 3 hits for Willie Wells. Expos used 6 pitchers in this game. Rogers, Burke, Vasquez, Heredia, Reardon, and Facero. Reardon gets the win. Dwayne Ward takes the loss. Jeff Facero with the save. Just a brilliant game in Toronto tonight. The final, Montreal 6, Toronto 5. We'll see you later for the birthday bash.